Hello, and welcome to Game of the Day. Today's game is God Eater 3. Uh, it goes, I guess, I don't have to say that I'm a big fan of the God Eater series. So I have God Eater Burst, God Eater Resurrection, God Eater 2 Rage Burst, and now I have God Eater 3. So if you've seen some of my videos, most of my gameplays there, or in my rants, but the gameplays there are usually God Eater 3. If it's not Monster Hunter. But yeah, God Eater 3, what can I say about this game? I mean, the story-wise, let's start with the story. Story-wise, it's better than God Eater 2, but it's still not as good as God Eater 1. So how I rate this is that from best to worst, God Eater 1 or God Eater Rage Burst Resurrection has the best story, and then God Eater 3 goes second, and then God Eater 2 sucks because it overpowers the power of friendship. Now for God Eater 1, there is power of friendship, but it's usually because it's a human thing. So the dilemma in God Eater 1 is that humans can turn into an origami and the origami can turn into humans, which is, a psychological thing. I get that. That's why, it doesn't use the power, it uses the power and friendship in a very okay way, in a very logical way, I guess. God Eater 3 explains the power of friendship as this actual power that God Eaters have, and it's called engage. And the more you get connected with a character, the more your engage gets powerful, because the god arcs get more connected, and yeah, they explain a lot in that game. So basically, the power of friendship is an actual power. They call it engage. So yeah, they explain the power of friendship in 3 at least. God Eater 2 does not explain anything. It's just, we're not gonna win. No, the power of friendship. It's just like they save the world every time they use the power of friendship. So there's a story. It's okay. God Eater 3 story is okay. UI. What can I say about the UI? I mean, everything is beautiful, like compared to 1 and 2. Like, the backgrounds for everything, the resources for God Eater 3 is way better. Like, the origami looks amazing. And the backgrounds as well. The weapons... some of them haven't changed, but the one that has changed is great. They added new weapons, like the dual blades and the crescent moon, which is like Tira from Soul Calibur's weapon. But yeah, it's as a spear user or a Buster Sword user, there's a lot you can do. And unlike God Eater 2, where in God Eater 2 you have blood arts, where you can just use them anytime, it doesn't nothing really. For God Eater 3, they raise up the difficulty, thank God, and you had burst arts. So in order for you to use blood arts or just arts, you have to first enter the burst state. If you don't enter the burst state, then you just use normal attacks. And this makes sense, unlike in God Eater 2 where you can just use it anytime. Like, it makes the game easier. For God Eater 3, it really is, at least they raised the difficulty. One thing that is problematic is the OP laser. I have used that laser all the time and I have never died. So I guess if they nerfed the laser, the game would be easier. I don't know, maybe a lot of people would hate it if they nerfed it, I don't know. But yeah, that's much of the gameplay. The game itself, I mean, there's like new enemies like the Ash Origami, which are like these big origami that they also devour God Eaters. If God Eaters can devour origami, this origami can devour God Eaters, which makes the game more difficult because when you get eaten by God Eaters, it is automatic, you get unconscious. So when you get unconscious, you lose endurance. And yeah, it makes the game more difficult, I guess. But once you get better, everything's easy already. Now that that's out of the way... Oh wait, there's an online feature this time, and it's hard. It's hard as hell. If you don't know how to play God Eater 3, it's hard as hell. So yeah, that, and there's also time attack, and then there's certification missions, which I still haven't finished because I'm still upgrading some of my equipment. But yeah, and then like the previous games, there's the episodes where you try to get closer with your companions and stuff. You know, typical God Eater thing. And then I guess that's it. Let's talk about the waifus. So there are not a lot of waifus in this game. The only one that I really do like is Claire Victorious. Cause she hot, she's smart, she's the whole package in the God Eater franchise. She's basically the combination of Alisa, CL, who else did I forget? Alisa, CL, you know, all the best girls in the previous God Eater franchise. They're the Claire is a combination of all of them. So yeah, she's hot, she's smart, everything already. She's the best support also. Like you cannot go on a quest without her because you will die. But yeah, overall, I would give this game a 7 out of 10. It's not as good as like the first God Eater because nothing can beat the first God Eater. That's like 8, 9 out of 10. But you know, it's not as bad as God Eater 2, which is too long and the power of friendship overstays its welcome. So yeah, that has been Game of the Day.